Hey there, this is Joshua Mills, and I want to tell you about my brand new resource. It's called The Power of His Names. Look at that. It's a 77 devotional card and guidebook set, and I'm really excited about this. It is all about Jesus, and you get to learn all the different names of Jesus through this devotional card set. I want to talk to you a little bit and tell you how to use it and the reason why I created it. Actually, it was created because I have a family with 3 beautiful children and a wonderful wife, and I wanted a devotional set that would be able to help my kids learn all the different names of Jesus, that we could take time each day focusing on the different aspects of who Jesus Christ is and learning the power of his names. And so I put this together. Like I said, there's only 77 cards. There are many more names of Jesus in the Bible, but I got 77 cards. These are just a few selections of the cards. You can see they're beautiful. They have this shiny gold foil on them, and there's a beautiful picture of Jesus. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's by an artist named Joe Castillo, and it actually has very personal significance to me. Many years ago, my grandfather had this picture of Jesus hanging in his ministry office. My grandfather was a Pentecostal pastor for 27 years, and he gave me that picture to hang in my office once he retired. And so I've had that picture hang in the office, and in the picture is all the different, you can see all the different moments in Jesus's life and all the different things that Jesus was throughout his life. You can see him as Emmanuel in the manger. You can see him as our risen Lord, as the stone is rolled away. You can see him as our sacrifice. When he died on the cross, you can see him as our intercessor praying in the Garden of Gethsemane. You can see him as a miracle worker, multiplying the fishes and the loaves. And you can see him as a Lord of hosts with all the angels there. Anyway, there's many different interesting pictures of Jesus in that face, and I think it's so beautiful and a beautiful piece of artwork, and I'm so thankful to the artist Joe Castillo for giving me permission to use his artwork on these cards. But what we generally do is we'll take the cards, and there's 77 of them. It's quite a large stack, and we'll just give the kids an opportunity to pick a card, and we don't know which one we're picking, so we might just pick from the middle of the stack like this, and we'll take it and we'll put it down, only looking at the top of the card. And we'll go through our family. There's 5 of us, and each one of us will take a card in the morning, and we'll sit on the couch, and then we'll choose one end to start at. So we might start with the youngest, or we might start with the oldest, but then we'll take the card, and one by one we flip it over. And this one here, look at that, it's Teacher from God. And so we're surprised by the name, and it's always exciting to see what name we pulled. And then we get to read the scripture that's on the card, and then there's a corresponding guidebook right here where I write about each of these names. And so I'm going to look up Teacher from God in the guidebook, and we'll go here, we'll turn in the guidebook. And this is not prepared because I didn't know which one I was going to get, but here we are, Teacher from God. Jesus Christ is your teacher from God. A good teacher can make all the difference in our lives. Most of us can look back and remember one particular teacher who took a liking to us, saw something in us, and made a special effort to help us develop that potential. We know that we owe a lot to that teacher. Other teachers are either not long remembered or are remembered for all the wrong reasons. There were those who were just there because they needed a salary and didn't think much of us or give us much of their time. There were others who, because of quirks in their personality, the hardness with which they exercised discipline, or our inability to understand much of what they were saying, we held in ridicule and sometimes still do many years later. There are definitely good teachers and bad teachers. Well, there is one teacher who is beyond compare. He is a teacher come from God, and that is Jesus Christ. You can trust his judgment, believe what he tells you, and know that his intentions are always honorable. Learn from him, listen to his instruction, follow his guidance, and you will discover your true calling in this life. Jesus is your teacher from God. So after we read that, then we'll go through and we'll ask, what does that speak to us today? What is this card speaking to me today? That Jesus is my teacher from God. We make this very personal. We share, and it opens up discussion and gets us thinking, and it's wonderful the way that God leads us and directs us. Anyway, I believe that you will really enjoy this brand new set, The Power of His Names. I encourage you to get a copy for you. Get it for your family. It's perfect for homeschoolers. It's great for intercessory prayer warriors, for for home study groups, for Sunday schools, for church libraries, for the layman and for the minister. This set will really, really help you learn the power of his name. So I encourage you to get it. And of course, it includes the guidebook. It includes the 77 cards. And I trust that it will be an excellent glory resource for you to add to your glory library.